And welcome back to the World Greatest Podcast. You got Professor Juice in the building.
Neptune!
And the Ludi Warrior.
Alright.
Feels like we haven't did that in a while.
I know it's been a couple weeks, but we're back, obviously. And we're better than ever.
No, we're not. 90% of us are facing crippling depression.
Yeah.
Well, I think he's talking about like us three, not the world.
No, I'm talking about us three.
I have crippling depression.
It's that heavy.
Oh, okay. Alright.
You want to talk about it?
No, don't touch me.
You want to talk about it, big fella?
Why are you squeezing my arm? There's the reason why my depression.
So how's everybody's weekend?
It was straight, productive.
I gotta say, since this is 4th of July, how's everyone's 4th of July going so far?
I don't really care for 4th of July.
Yeah, I don't even consider it a holiday, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, this is when American guys are independents.
I'm still a
We
slave.
beat the aliens and Will Smith saved us.
Will Smith slapped the black man, but we don't complain about that
He
shit.
punched the shit out of the aliens. What do you want from him?
That was acting. The slap was real. What are you talking about?
You know, there's actually a conspiracy theory where someone stated that slap may not be real.
There's a thousand.
Since they're saying like since
Yeah, they said that.
They said he had padding on his cheek and it was all played out. Like they wanted to
No, they were saying that it was like one of those.
But what
Hollywood
was their
hits.
career on purpose?
I don't know.
Or just like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, obviously people don't listen to that.
People need stuff to talk about.
Exactly.
People don't want to believe. They want to be that person who wants to be different. And
Me personally, I would rather have them fist fight.
Oh yeah.
It would be
What?
hilarious.
I wanted to see a different outcome. I wanted to see The Rock make that joke and see if Will Smith will still go over there and slap him.
Oh my god!
I would have buried a
And then he
grave.
gets choked out by.
He's getting punched by The Rock.
He's
dead.
getting rock bottom. He's getting rock bottom for sure. He has to do it just for the culture.
I think he hit the wrong rock. He should have hit the big rock. So I just want to see. I want to see if Will Smith's
talking the little rock.
you know what I mean.
But. Alright, so we were discussing some zombie survival guys, a lot of do's and don'ts. And I think, Akeem, you want to start this one off?
If any of y'all get bit, I'm killing you on the spot.
You need to leave!
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You do not honor your homies at all.
You wanted to keep me as a pet if I got bit.
You would not be a pet. You're my friend.
You saw too many movies of Shaun of the Dead, yo. At the end when he kept his best friend as a zombie.
He did.
And he played video games
with them.
I'm like, what the fuck? Exactly. Like,
Okay, and?
that's suffering.
No, I would not.
It's not.
I hope I'm actually dead.
You ever had a bad time playing video games?
Yes! How can we reference a zombie moment? There's no zombie apocalypse. Well, not that we know of. I don't know.
So you really would want me to shoot you?
Yes.
Yes. Once I get bit,
just don't shoot me then.
what do you want me to do to your body?
Find a cure.
But you're already dead.
Find a cure.
You're already dead.
Why can't you just...
Okay, listen. If you guys want to survive the zombie apocalypse, you need to do your best to put emotions to the side. That means, yeah, it's fucked up. You have to be ready to pull the trigger if you're willing to. If you want to survive, that means if your little baby son gets bit, you throw that motherfucker to the grinder. You feel me? You feel? Yeah, I said it. I
was like, bro, you said shoot. You just said to a grinder. Like,
oh, you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
It's a metaphorical grinder.
If you see that I'm walking as a zombie,
we're talking metaphorical into a metaphorical world.
Let's just point out here. What? Give me one thing y'all will do and not do in a zombie apocalypse.
Well, you just gotta find a really good spot to hide out at, or just you gotta pour it out first. Because either this.
You gotta leave that spot eventually.
Okay, so you're gonna be traveling.
You have to forage for food. That's why you would leave.
You gotta collect your team.
You two are not gonna be on my team.
Why the fuck not?
Because I'll tell you this right now. You're gonna get me killed.
That's impossible.
You sure about that?
That's literally impossible.
You sure about that? You're that motherfucker to go to the cemetery for a hideout during a zombie apocalypse.
Why not? They're already dead. They're already buried.
Well, that's the oversaturated market right there. They're gonna be zombies now.
But they're buried.
Did you say oversaturated market in the undead, yo?
They're buried. They're not going anywhere.
Yeah, but they're gonna be climbing out. Eventually, they're gonna.
No, they're not. They're buried. They don't know what the fuck's going on.
There's a lot of movies that depict the whole I'm already in the grave, let me come out. You would think their body's completely bones, but there's so much to come out.
You see how much
that's if they're 6 feet under, they can't come out. You're right.
Have you guys even seen how much a casket weighs?
Yeah,
How much dirt is on top of a
You're
casket?
6 feet under, pretty much.
Exactly. So that's why we're going there first. We're going to the graveyard.
Why do we have to go to a graveyard first?
First of all, you said we, so that means I am a part of it.
Because I probably have no choice.
We're a part of this team now. Let's go.
Here's the saddest part about that. What type of zombies are we facing?
I don't want to face video game zombies.
Like Left 4 Dead?
I'm
automatically offering myself if it's Left 4 Dead. Look at my weight. Look at my size. I can't outrun a
You
zombie.
want slow walking zombies.
Exactly. I'm gonna feel if I see a tank.
Wait, what kind of
Or a charger that T-bones your ass.
what kind of weapons would you guys like take up as your like?
I feel like a bat's useless.
Okay.
It really does. It feels like you have to get a couple hits to the head to knock them out. Unless you can give one good swing to the temple, but under certain pressure and the reaction time, it could be a little off. Yes, I brought science into this because honestly, these movies.
Okay, but then what would you take though?
First of all, I'll have a gun.
Your gun's gonna run out of bullets.
I know, but I'll have that just in case. I mean, for myself, mainly.
And do you have the aim to? Like,
I don't. But you know, when you're scared, you can aim at anything.
We gotta like bring it back to the top. Where are we going? Are we gonna be foraging? Are we gonna be hunkering down and trapping?
What up, buddy? That is a top because when you think about it, what weapon are you gonna have? You never answered that besides a bat.
What weapon am I gonna have?
Yeah,
I'm good.
You're good. What does that mean?
No, he's gonna give these zombies a premium and classified of these hands. That's what he's gonna do.
They're gonna bite your knuckle, and you're gonna turn.
Let's
be real. You realize when they're hitting zombies, it's very dangerous because it could lead to scarring.
Yeah.
Huh?
It can really lead to scarring. You ever thought about that?
What? No, shut
He's
up.
the first one to die.
Yeah.
No, I'm not dying.
And I'm gonna happily shoot you.
You're not. No one's going to shoot me. Why are y'all shooting?
Hashtag shoot Reggie beat the zombie.
Do not shoot.
Undead Reggie. Kill a nigga named Reggie.
I'm gonna get so pissed.
Bang, 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 bang.
I'm gonna get so pissed. Don't fucking shoot me.
You bang.
Do not shoot.
Hey, is that a bite mark? No, it's a scratch. Bang.
Don't shoot me.
I'm gonna be. Told you not to punch him.
Exactly. You try to.
I'm gonna bring gloves.
You try to Batista bomb a zombie. He bit your dick. Now you're a zombie.
Wait, what?
Is Batista bomb? It's like, wait, how do you do Batista bomb?
What?
Oh, Batista bomb.
No one's biting your dick.
You got zombie dick in your face. You Batista bomb.
I'm getting gloves. I'm getting kickboxing gloves, and we're good.
You're gonna die.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah, you're gonna die.
So okay, that's my weapon. Akeem's gonna grab some big ass pistol. What are you gonna get?
I have a better chance of surviving.
What do you think I'm gonna use?
You're getting the katana.
Yeah, honestly, you know what my weapon is. You have a better chance of surviving.
You know what my weapon
Just to
is.
circle back. My bad for saying gay ass. I meant stupid ass. Because Akeem's stupid. I'm trying to work on my verbiage.
You're trying not to get canceled.
Obviously, I'm doing a great job at it.
Yeah. How about if I were to bunker up at a place, I would not go to a place I know for a fact there's gonna be tons of people going automatically.
You want to go to Walmart?
I'm going to Aldi's.
I want to go to Walmart.
I'm going to Aldi's. You know why? Walmart's gonna be the first place people are gonna go. And I bet one of these motherfuckers gonna walk in there with an infected bite and fuck everybody up.
Well, what are you gonna get? Or are you gonna get a bunch of groceries?
First of all, I'm gonna get shit I don't have to cook. I need to carry everything, yeah. If a zombie come right there, put some hooks on it and all that shit, you feel me? But like on the real though, I'll probably find an area that you wouldn't expect people to go to. First of all,
would you wait for a shopping cart, or would you just like get one like this?
Yeah, all these has theirs locked up with a
exactly. You know, you gotta get the quarters. You gotta come through with quarters.
Yeah. You know, be fucked up if they come out of nowhere and tell me I still gotta pay for this shit during zombie apocalypse.
Well, it's not that they're gonna tell you; it's automatic. Like
you still gotta pay for this. Fuck you.
You have no choice. You have to.
Oh yeah, there's a zombie in the store. Yeah, we all have a choice.
Oh, so we're looting.
100%. Everything's illegal is illegal.
I'm looting for sure.
Exactly. Exactly. His name is gonna come into play.
Exactly.
Watch throughout the apocalypse. Like, you ever heard of Looting Warrior? Yeah. He robbed that store and never looked back. Oh, okay.
You're on the GameStop.
Why?
I'm sorry. You're GameStop. Yeah, you're gonna die. You're gonna die. You're gonna die in vain. You're gonna die.
How did I get Looty that sword?
Oh, I have my own swords.
Yeah. What? Why do you? You don't. They don't have swords.
Yeah,
they do.
They don't have
the toy swords. The Kingdom Hearts blade. They got the.
They don't have them.
They're gonna die. They're gonna die.
No, nah. Y'all really.
You're gonna die.
Nah, that'd be pretty lit though. If you have the Zelda
I
blade
died?
actually metal, like steel.
what?
If you had a Zelda blade, it was actually made of steel. I know there. I would have used
The
that
Master
shit.
Sword?
Oh my god, you best believe.
But I feel like it'll be too heavy though.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
That's why I want a katana. It's lightweight.
you needed some good stamina and endurance for
All
that
right,
shit.
but where are we going after we leave? I said we should go to.
We find a place to. We don't find too big of a place
Okay, we'll just head out.
We
to
need
my
a tree house.
to barricade. Nick, what you say?
A tree house. Zombies don't climb. What?
Okay, all right. Watch this. Watch this. You go to a treehouse. It's
You
high
go to
up.
SeaWorld.
Why SeaWorld?
Then you gotta get bit by a zombie shaman.
Hey,
Not unless we train them.
you can't train a zombie.
Yeah.
Oh.
What fantasy are you live? Be realistic.
Yeah, be realistic in an unrealistic world.
Oh yeah, okay. That was my fault. Fuck me, right?
Yeah, you set yourself up with that dick. Hey, that's pretty. Let's be real here. On a zombie apocalypse, you got to come to reality. Reality's the world is falling apart. It's every person for themselves. You either do your best to work with somebody, or you do your best to live on your
That's
own.
what I'm saying. Work with me, nigga.
You want to go to SeaWorld?
Yeah, I want to see at least like a couple places one last time. They even ask me why I wanted to go to SeaWorld. That's how fucked up you are as a friend.
Think about it. Think about it. Is the risk worth the?
I've never been there before.
Oh my gosh.
Just never.
Okay, you
so-
get there, it's infested by zombies. What would you do?
We're just check out 2 spots.
I just want to see the whale and the dolphins. That's it. We out.
Nothing but blood in the water. Nothing but blood in the water.
Yo, if you see like more than 5 zombies, we're going.
Oh my gosh.
Promise.
There's nothing but blood in the water.
Okay, we'll check it out in a little bit. We'll leave.
By the time you get there, it's gonna be infested.
How do you know?
We're in Miami, so
Yeah, people are stupid in Miami.
by the time we get to Orlando,
I said we should bunker up at a hotel.
That's kind of a big risk.
How?
Each room could possibly harbor a zombie.
We'll just go to the top floor.
No, it feels like I've seen a ton of movies on that. I don't know why.
top floor zombies.
It sounds like a porno. A very fucked up porno.
You watch 2023. You already know.
You're just-
Reggie, the best porn director out there.
You're a disgusting human being. You know that? You're a disgusting for you.
Top zombies.
Ew! I just imagine that. That's disgusting. Oh my god! It was funny. I walked by this house, and I saw their Wi-Fi connection name. It was called 2 girls and 1 router.
That's not.
You can't question it.
I
Right?
don't even know what to say to that.
It's like why?
But would you hook up to that?
I would totally hook up to that. I would totally.
Yeah, I'll hook up the shit to that Wi-Fi router. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like my connection was mad strong, yo.
But all right. Next I want to bring up is the Summer Gaming Fest that happened. Not too recent. It was like pretty recent that happened.
Yeah, last month.
Yeah, last month. Alright, so what are y'all thoughts and opinions on that?
Oh, I loved it. Some people don't care for it.
Doesn't have the elephant in the room. You say some people. What do you mean some people? I'm gonna take it as you.
Okay, Neptune doesn't really care
Damn
for it.
Skippy, be descriptive, bitch. Come on.
I tell him that, hey, this is going on. Everything sucks to him because it's not what he wants.
First of all,
okay, Q, I'm glad he brought this up because you kind of have this attitude with you where you hate everything until the last minute. But
it's what keeps me alive. Shut up. Alright? I hate everything until the last minute. Because I don't want to go in with shitty intentions. I'm automatically going to think something is garbage until I do it. Will I do it? Of course. If I go to a strip club and think it's going to be shitty, I'm going to go in there and see some titties. I knew it was going to reach my expectation. These titties are amazing. But guess what? Yeah, I went off topic. I'm going to go in with shitty expectations. I'm not going to be biased to say my opinion out there. I will keep it to myself. And then when they wow me, Reggie, when they wow me, Ludi, when they wow me and be like, wow.
They did wow you because you played the Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge.
Bitch, that was announced a couple years back. I'm just playing it now because it was on the Xbox Game Pass. Get your hand out my face, Ludi.
It's on Game Pass?
It was on Game Pass.
No way. That's on Game Pass.
Yeah, you really think we were going to buy that game?
What?
Look,
Are you kidding me? So you don't like the game?
Oh, I like the game, but my attention span to buy games is completely depleted. Ever since we got introduced to Game
Oh,
Pass.
it's true. It's true.
That's Game Pass. We bring this up almost every podcast. I noticed that Game Pass is freaking dope.
I want to touch on that. Like, let's because Game Pass and PlayStation Plus. Like, I don't know how they're gonna try and catch up to Game Pass.
You see,
y'all just gotta die. Y'all just gotta die.
Speaking of the Game Pass, on the Xbox press conference, like I said this in the beginning, when you go, even though I say I hate everything, blah blah, and go and reach my expectations, when you go into that conference, you gotta say to yourself, listen. People go into that conference with their list of games that they want. Their own list. Their own personal list.
Everybody does that.
Exactly. Which is alright. But when you go to a conference and you don't get none of that gaming list and say it automatically is garbage, okay. That's not to sound disrespectful. It's disrespectful to yourself as well. It's disrespectful. Because remember something. You not saying none of your games are on that list at the conference is basically saying, none of them are pleasing me. Fuck that. This conference is great. But we got millions of other people out there that love the conference. Like you guys like the conference. Of course, it's not many games. There were a couple games like Redfall and Starfield that are very interesting. But at the same time, Xbox conference was nothing but, I have nothing against it, fillers. Indie fillers. And to represent Game Pass.
Do you think there are some games where it's better off that you announce before the...
Yeah, there's some games you don't have to put in a whole press conference. You can just put out a trailer for it. You really care. People are going thousands upon thousands are going to watch that.
I'm just saying, like, you just put in an announcement, hey, these are the games we're going to be shown. And
ahead of time, so people would know.
There's no surprise factor anymore.
Yeah, and
then you'll be no reason to watch it. You just wait till after because you already know what they're showing.
Yeah, but then you gotta just listen to the devs and stuff. I mean, look, I want to know, does anyone still listen to the fucking devs?
I know, I
don't.
I feel like the reason why people listen to the devs is just like more of a maybe an ASMR thing. Like they like listening to fucking dorks.
No. Okay,
like me personally, I just go on a wiki Google.
You just read about it pretty much.
I read about it.
Put a documentary article and I'll read about it.
It depends on the game because, like, if the game has a heavy fan base, like, you're going to want to know what the devs are going to say.
Like, what they're going to add into it. Exactly. Like, this game is going to be co-op and stuff like that.
I feel like it's like the opposite.
Yeah.
I feel like...
No, you're right.
The bigger the fan base is, the information just leaks out, and there's always going to be that information that's talked about in the game. Like Apex, for example. In Apex,
you can't compare.
There are some. No, I'm talking about for bigger games, like bigger games like Halo that have like a shit ton of fans.
Mm-hmm.
There are like accounts on Twitter, Instagram
for leaks.
For leaks on that game.
Yeah, but they don't leak everything.
I think if it's like a small game like Stranger Things, and it's like your first time hearing about it, and there's not that much information, then you'll like probably like listen to the devs and shit.
But yeah, pretty much. But out of all that, out of the whole devs thing,
it was like a Stranger Things game.
Yeah. Sure. If you ever listen to the devs, they all have the same form of marketing introduction, to which I stopped listening to devs.
They're really corny though.
Yeah, they're
corny.
I think you said corny. I was like, wait, I'm not horny when I watch this.
They're really corny. I'm not gonna lie.
They do the thing where you guys have never seen gaming like this. This is the most ambitious, most anticipated game we've ever created.
Yeah, you gotta zoom into the grass.
This is going to allow
handcrafted this grass.
Particles and ray tracing. It's unbelievable. You actually
it's a fucking fish I see in the water.
They did that with Forza.
Yeah,
they did that with Forza.
Like, I don't care about AI fish or AI grass.
But if you're in that fan base, you're gonna want to know about it.
Yeah, we're not in that fan base, so fuck that. So it's just the general view of every conference. Every conference had an ups and downs on what they presented. It's just that you would think far down the line of the next gen console that came out 2 to 3 years ago, they would embrace all the.
Which now PS5 is coming out with a Pro.
Yeah, I saw that. How dare you try to give me that when I don't have the first one? But that's fair. Might as well get the Pro.
But why would you get the first one? There's no logical reason to ever buy a first gen console.
There's a logical reason for me and Reggie, because one, we have Game Pass, and two, we don't give up our consoles. We play it from beginning to end. We don't get new consoles. Like the Series X, when they come out with the Slim, I'm 90% sure. We never get the Slim or the Pro version. There's no point.
So then just don't buy the first one and get the better, cheaper version.
Dude, I switch consoles probably like once every 5 years.
Oh, yeah, true.
I don't switch out. I just...
No, not every 5 years.
Every 7 years. Like, I only get a console when the new one comes out.
Literally, when the next generation hits, that's when I'm actually gonna like.
I don't touch the Slim. I don't touch the new Pro version of a console.
I don't touch the one that has like a fucking heating lamp on the top. Like,
I just get
like a toaster strudel.
Exactly.
But that's the better ones, and they're cheaper.
It doesn't matter. You're still gonna be playing the games that come out.
You bought the one that's already $1,000 already.
Pretty much, it's good with that. Like when we bought the Xbox One, it was $500, and no shitty fucking Connect that they fucking disbanded. How disrespectful ass motherfuckers.
The Kinect isn't...
Okay, so the Kinect, here's my opinion. Here's the thing. I feel I was like...
Trash! Sorry, that was my ear.
Stolen concept, by the way.
I feel like it was a neat concept, but as long as that they didn't kind of put it in our faces. Because I like the whole voice thing with the Kinect. And original Xbox... It had this thing where you can play a game and watch TV at the same time, but I think now it's a TV setting. It was still like a cool feature. Yeah. It was a cool feature, and Kinect kind of made it even better.
Here's the thing about that. Go
ahead.
The thing about reason why Kinect wasn't successful, because when the Kinect came out originally separately for the 360, and then they integrated into the Xbox One, it died with the Xbox One midway, and they never. Like, literally, they started giving out Xbox Ones without a Kinect. You can't even trade the Kinect with the Xbox anymore. Back then, with the One. The thing is that Kinect based virtual reality off video and sound. That is it. But it wasn't in depth considered to actual handheld controls and a full VR set. Because of course you were immersed, but you weren't immersed like actual VR. So obviously it was short-lived. Like for example, the PlayStation VR lived the entire PS4 generation, and still in the PS5.
It's trash though, to be honest.
I
know for a fact it's trash.
It could be trash.
It is trash. Like, I have it. I
have this trash. I guess because I played the Oculus. I have the Oculus Quest 2.
That's a lot better.
Yeah. Motion wise, it is a lot better. I guess from that point of view, it's just, I don't know. It really depends on that. It varies with everyone's experience. You feel me?
Like they do have good games, but it's not enough to justify having a whole VR system for it, because it's not enough of the good games in it.
Yeah, and I'm sorry. I get it. People, why not get the console when the next generation, like when another version of the console comes out? But to be very honest, man, it's such a freaking business scheme. It's not even funny. When you got an Xbox, an Xbox Series X, you don't need to get a Slim. You have a good console right there. Whatever games, when they finally come out, you get them. There's no big deal about it. That's it.
Did I do that?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, the thing with that is, like, say, like, when you buy the first gen console, they use that money and that research to fund the next version. All the people who are suckers, and they buy the first gen, they fund the next generation.
But you gotta think about it. What's the difference if I play a Horizon Zero Dawn on a PS5 compared to a PS5 Pro?
It's cheaper, and you get better features.
You have better features, but am I not still playing the game? Remember, there is a casual community that just all right with 1080p, 60 frames per second. Like myself.
Those are the people who fund
the people that want something way better than expected. But at the same time, it really, when you think about it, honestly, there's two different peoples. You play a video game, play a video game. PC, they stick to their own shit.
Yeah, but they add new features.
Such as?
You don't know yet until like.
No, give me an example of a feature they added for PS4 to PS4 Pro.
Have you used the PS4?
I used a PS4 Pro. I had a PS4 Pro.
And a PS4 Pro?
And a PS4.
It was much better. It ran smoother.
I still played Uncharted 4 the same.
Oh, no. It's not the same.
You see, you know why we don't... I mean, you have this thing where we don't really... We see good visual and graphics, but we don't care about it that much. As long as we get...
Yeah, I mean,
it's not the visual. It's how it runs.
It runs perfectly fine. It runs the same from back and forth.
Okay, let's say me and you started up... I had a PS4, you had a PS4 Pro. Let's say we started the same game at the same time. You would start playing your game a lot faster than I would start playing mine. I would still be in a loading screen.
Oh, yeah, but guess
or
what?
even when you're in the in-game menu, there's a loading time. That's annoying.
You gotta tell someone, no offense, I'm not saying that as disrespectful back. You gotta tell someone that cares about that. I still play the game regardless. The only problem we had a problem with was GTA.
Yeah, GTA was...
Oh, sorry. That was terrible. That was awful. That's something you should not... Even on PC...
The loading screen?
The loading screen was by far legendary.
Yeah, but that's always...
It's wild how much that changes GTA within, like, the next several generations.
Yeah, the next generation after. Even when I had the Xbox One and I played GT on it, still slow. When I had that Xbox One X, a couple seconds early on the loading screen, but it was still a fat minute though.
Yeah,
but that's pretty much how it is. It really just depends on how you
use the Series X. I'm not saying it's still a little slow, but like, even in like gaming standards, like it's a lot better. Mm-hmm. It's a lot better. I'm just like,
it's not about the graphics. It's about how well
it plays. It plays,
exactly.
But it's still the only time you ever face that, unless you know you have a company that completely Cyberpunk 2077 that completely lies about next gen and original gen, which is
some hurt feelings.
Think about it like this. Think about it like this. If let's say you have 30 minutes to game, right?
Okay.
10 of those minutes are going to go into load time. If you have Pro, you now only have 5 of those minutes into load time. Who's going to have the better experience? The person that has the Pro, because they have more gaming time.
If they do have the better experience, you still got to vary on the fact that if they care or pay attention to stuff like that.
Even if you care about it, you're going to experience
it's going to experience it, but I'm trying to tell you, there's a portion that cares. Are the people willing to buy the next gen? There's a portion, I'm trying to tell you, there's a portion that doesn't.
I don't care about the next gen. I care about getting it better and cheaper.
Okay, yeah. But I just care about having it.
Would you pay $50 for shit or $1 for gold?
Ask me as an example. Am I having a good experience with the gaming now? Ask me this. Am I having a good experience with the gaming now?
Are you having... What gaming, though?
Are you enjoying your blowjob?
There we go. Am I having a good experience with the gaming in general in my Series X? Ask me that.
Are you enjoying your Series X?
Yes. Now, can I say that? Now, am I going to change it? Am I going to bother changing for something that better if I already have something that's alright? Oh, I'm alright.
I'm not telling you this.
No, I'm not. You see where I'm going. Am I alright with something I'm already satisfied with? After giving my answer, am I alright with something I'm already satisfied with?
What?
Shit's getting intense.
I said, right? Okay. Before we gotta wrap it up. I know we gotta go to the next one. I have a Series X.
Yes.
This is the example because this explains the other half that don't care. They're just satisfied with what they got.
But that's fine. They fund our stuff.
Guess what? That's it. That's all I'm saying. There's 50% that want something and want something better, and they don't mind having it right there. There's a
I don't get the first one. I get the second one.
Well, since we can't come to a conclusion, we're gonna have to go to.
He's thinking too hard about it. Just say it. There's just two sides. That's it. We know what you are. We know that. That's it.
Yeah.
Stop saying "but" at the end of everything.
I didn't say "but."
You just did. Basically say there's two people. One that's satisfied that don't care, that don't mind giving the extra work to the new people that want the new console. That's it.
All right. So next thing we gotta bring up is.
Dear God, forget it. Go on. That's it. Go on. Oh my God.
I forgot the next one we're supposed to talk about.
Walking penis sore over here. Let's go.
We were supposed to talk about what were we talking about?
God damn it.
The anime, Netflix, right?
Oh, okay. So just a quick review of what I've been doing. Review TV show time. So I've started watching a show called Bastard, and I'm trying to get a sense of what a harem anime is.
Wait. You telling me you never seen a harem anime?
I heard about it. But watching
What
it.
time you saw Goblin Slayer?
I've seen no. I've seen those shows, but now I'm trying to get more of an understanding of
what makes a harem anime.
Yeah, what makes a harem anime? Because I thought like show like Goblin Slayer, it was like completely like an original genre. It is in its own right, but there's
I've never seen it.
It's now I'm gonna get to it. It is.
But don't give me any spoilers.
I'm not giving you any spoilers. I'm just letting you know like what harem anime is. Harem animes are just basically you get one main character.
No, I know what a harem anime is.
Oh, yeah, just for those who don't know, you get one main character who's normally a male.
Yeah.
And every female in the show is obsessed with that character or grows to like that character.
And sometimes even guys.
Sometimes even guys too, right? So I'm watching this show called Bastard, and I've noticed how there is a lot of explicit scenes where...
Explicit.
You
don't correct his English.
Yeah,
seems like you can't correct an opinion, douchebag.
Don't correct my English.
What?
Don't correct his English.
Won't you stop it? You're not even saying the right things right now.
I like my English like that.
You said English. Go on.
Yeah, so it's quite explicit.
Just go. You're good. Go.
Okay. Yeah, so it's a pretty. All in all, it's a pretty horny show where basically characters are doing certain things to each other to.
What?
Exactly.
I didn't get any of that from the trailer.
The trailer's not going to complete show.
The trailers is not going to show you any of that because once you start watching the show and you start seeing certain scenes, you're going to be like, okay, this is a lot. And now the question is that every time I watch, so the main character got cut up by a magic sword that had poison on it, right? And this is what he does. The princess that he takes with him, he takes his shirt off, and this guy's six-pack and everything. He's lean, all that shit, and he tells the princess, you gotta suck it out. Just like that, right? And she's blushing at the fact that, like, oh, I gotta suck blood off this guy's abdomen. But, like, here's the thing. Where the mark is, pretty close to his dick. So basically, she was sucking poison out this man's dick. And I'm having to watch that, and I'll show you this, I'll gladly show you guys a scene where how awkward it was just watching her do that.
I gotta go get a new bottle of lotion.
I did.
You know we're doing this podcast in your room, right?
And?
Where did you...
What are you looking around for?
It's
everywhere.
Oh, put the UV light on. It's like, oh my god! There. Come. Bodies. This is bad. But
that's insanely horny show. I had to stop watching because
you just got uncomfortable.
He
ran out of body fluids.
You can never run out.
No, because if I'm going to watch a show like that, I would rather watch porn.
Yeah, you might give me a story.
Yeah, give me a story, but like I feel like when you make shows like that, it takes
away from the narrative.
Yeah, it takes away from the narrative, and it takes away the actual effort from working on certain things from the show. Like the dubs is everyone knows like dubs are not as best as the subs.
Depending on the anime. Back then, dubs were amazing.
But the voice acting for that show, anime, for dubs and sub, it's not that great.
Wait, what are you? You like dubs or subs?
I love dubs because I grew up with dubs.
You're going to hell. You
see, he's one of those views that get mad at people that watch dubs.
7 minutes.
Yeah, I am.
Podcast, y'all.
We got what?
We got 7 minutes left on this podcast.
7 minutes? What?
I know. We've been talking for a while.
We were on the
topic
of the whole
I
damn
blame
thing.
I blame both you niggas.
Shut up, pussy. You didn't jump in. You could have backed me up, ho.
I didn't know how to back you up. Y'all were so deep into the conversation, I couldn't even...
I had poison on my abdomen. You could have sucked it off, bro.
Yeah, I didn't suck it off.
Well, on the point of the last time, damn it, man! You keep hearing that shit. But on the last point of the topic, this is where the topic gets very. I'm gonna slap the shit out of you. I just heard it last time. Where disclaimer. No, fuck the disclaimer. Abortion laws.
Abortion claimer.
There we go.
Abortion disclaimer.
So supposedly, I only read a little bit of this.
The Supreme Court passed a bill,
Roe versus Wade, something like that, where
Roe v. Wade.
Roe v. Wade, where they are able to ban abortions.
So states are able to. So each states have their own abortion laws, where the governor is able to
determine if it's legal.
determine whether or not it's legal. So in my humble opinion, I wish Roe v. Wade wasn't overturned. I mean, it's a really big debate, and honestly, it's kind of crazy too.
There's no easier way out of it. And the thing that makes it sad, it comes with a couple of backlashes. Like, for example, supposedly, say for a minute, you're 6 months down the line, there is a possibility, if you have a miscarriage, you can be convicted of a crime of murder or something shit like that.
How?
Because since that law is banning abortion, and you need proof that this is a miscarriage. If you can't find proof that it's a miscarriage.
And that's like kind of a sad thing too, because especially with people who generally do not want kids.
Yeah.
And it was just a mistake that happened. Because
wait.
No, there's no such thing as a mistake.
You either if you don't want a kid, you take the proper precautions. You can't say that's a mistake.
No, it doesn't always work because there are.
We're not all women though.
Yeah, this is
this is like a weird conversation to have without. Because we're three guys, and no one's gonna give a shit about three guys' opinions.
Okay, there's also birth control. There's women condoms.
I'll tell you this right now.
There's spermicide.
Yeah, but there's a reason. There is a reason why it says 99%.
Okay, not gonna say that it's 100%, but there are precautions.
Oh yeah.
And there's not gonna be a outbreak of babies if they're taking precautions.
And all this and all that. That's why, like, it has to be two-sided because people believe because if that man's only wearing a condom, they don't get the whole concept of you're wearing a condom, we're good. No. So birth control as well. I'm sorry.
There's birth control, spermicide. There's condoms.
A lot of people only use one side.
I get it. It's there's a lot of options for beforehand.
There's Plan B.
And there's Plan B too. But again, it's not my fetus.
Yeah, and remember, this is she has
so much privacy that we're dealing
once it's there, I don't think it's our decision to.
Yeah, they have to
determine what they can do.
You know, if my girl's like, I think I'm gonna abort. No problem. When are we gonna do this?
It is all personal with a lot of people too.
Yeah, it is because people really believe it's murder. It's murder.
But even if it is murder, let's say it is murder. Why does it matter though? Why does it matter? If it's your baby and you and your girl's baby.
Why does the law do this?
Yeah.
Because there's so many conspiracy theories.
It's all about like the whole idea contraception starts at life starts at contraception and what about the kids? Like how come no one's speaking up for the first of all, I mean it's technically not really a kid. When you think about it.
You want to hear the funniest conspiracy? Supposedly it's true. White people are like supposedly Republicans passed that law due to the fact that there's the white population is decreasing yearly because there's more and more interracial minority babies like black babies and all that being made. So there's a lot of newscasts and all that where it's like, these white people are happy that this is being passed off.
Why?
Because the white women can have more white babies.
Yeah, but they're doing.
So how come white women can't just have more white babies?
Because supposedly there's more black babies being made and minority like Mexican baby and all that being made.
The population control thing.
Yeah, I think they're doing it for population control.
But if they make it illegal, there's gonna be even more babies being born.
It's gonna fuck up a lot of things to be very honest.
It's so weird, and again, it's something like three guys can't really speak up on.
We need a
because-
female perspective, which would have been great if they came, but at the same time, it's like I guess we can extend this conversation when we invite them.
Next episode, we have two of our we have two of our very lovable
Let's
female
not
guests.
forecast it yet because we don't know how they're gonna be. Let's not forecast it yet.
There's a thing he has in there.
Oh yeah.
But either way, I'm Professor Juice.
I'm Neptune.
And the Lodi Warrior.
And we are out. And Akeem, cancel, please. Please cancel Akeem. For the love of God, can we please cancel Akeem?
I'm still here.
Abort Akeem.
I'm still alive, bitch. Like we here.